Hello, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what this week upcoming looks like for you. This is a second part of your video. Let's get into it. This is QueenAmunRa coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what's going on with you, Sagittarius. Oh, this card wants to pop out. I inhale peace and exhale anxiety. All right, Sagittarius. All right, let's go. Let's get into it, Sagittarius. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, Sagittarius, you know by now you all rule ninth house. All right, so we are in a waning gibbous moon. The moon is still in Libra if you're watching this on Sunday. I believe it's the 16th. And so getting you ready for this upcoming week. And the moon is in Libra. And then it'll be moving into Scorpio by Tuesday. By Tuesday, it'll be moving into Scorpio. And the reason why I mentioned the zodiac signs it'll be moving into is because as it's waxing and waning through these zodiac signs, you also want to be mindful of several things. We're currently in eclipse season. We just had a full blood moon in Virgo, and we had a total lunar eclipse, right? So Virgo and Gemini's ruling planet Mercury is currently retrograde. Right now, the moon is in Libra, and Libra and Taurus's sign, ruling planet Venus is currently retrograde. So Mercury and Venus are retrograde. So things like love and how people communicate can come up, right? And so if you've had traumatic experiences around family and how they communicate, and your manager around money, or your enemies and how they communicate, and it was traumatic for you, all those things could come up. Anything around how, and there's so many different forms of communication, be it email, text messages, dirty looks, loving looks, anything around those kind of things can come up. So like I said, to be crystal clear, for instance, Taurus rules Venus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Taurus rules second house. So anything around personal resources, money, habits, possessions, values, financial security, self-worth, income can come into question. Anything around seventh house, which Libra rules marriage, relationships, partnerships, business, contracts, inner desires, enemies, all those things can come up during this time. Anything around third house, early education, intelligence, sibling interaction, logic, reasons, communication skills, short trips, hobbies, and anything around sixth house, health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices. All those can come up around this time, okay? We can cover all of that. So let's get into it. So I inhale peace and exhale anxiety, all right? Okay. All right. So yeah, we're coming in for the home stretch. We're about to come in for this last quarter moon. Like I said, we're in a waning gibbous moon on the 22nd, last quarter moon. So you want to start seeing things from a higher frequency. This is your card right here. So you want to resolve anything that you got going on within you. You want to learn how to see something from a higher frequency, because I feel like you got some news coming in. Yeah. From the past. That you may be asking yourself why. Something from did you be cutting some ties with, somebody from the past who was quite stubborn, about something having to do possibly with past love interest. If you have kids with somebody and you may be asking why. So somebody may be coming to bring you something, bringing you some information. First, you were victorious, about something, but something that, may make your spirit angry. Here we have here we have the wheel of fortune here. You may feel fortunate on one hand, but on the other hand, like I said, it may make you have some kind of anxiety around something. So, how right before you get some news about something, so I see you having a breakthrough, but a breakthrough almost make you feel like you're having a breakdown at first. Like, okay, could be a breakdown and okay, why are you feeling some kind of way? Like you feel like you have this anxious feeling that something is coming, but you're not really sure what it is, right? So that is why I talk about phases on my channel, because a lot of times, like for instance, when you watch this video, when it goes up, it's the weekend, right? So a lot of times on Sundays, people are trying to get yourselves mentally ready for Monday, because usually that, in some parts of the world, that's the beginning of your work week, right? Some people do work throughout the weekend, but we're in eclipse season, and for some people, the new year is not celebrated by the first day of the Gregorian calendar year, because you're still kind of coming out of the previous year. So it kind of sort of just depends on what your tradition is. It really does depends, right? But I see somebody having a breakthrough, and so there's two sides of the sword here, right? Two sides of the sword. And you see right here, like I'm seeing a victory for you, but I'm seeing a separation here, right? I'm seeing a victory for you, but I'm seeing it's like some energies were trying to separate you and someone else. And you may be asking why. What was the motive? Like what, what was the whole point of why was somebody trying to say, and money was the reason. What was the reason? What and there was a lot of money involved in something. Like something just didn't even make any sense, right? Somebody saw you as less than, somebody did not want you to be a partner in something. Like, I feel like, but some kind of a partnership in business and partnership in love is coming across your path, anyway. And so the decision has been made, but the decision has been made really by source, but somebody really wanted to just cut you out of something. Like, see the sword energy, like somebody really wanted to just cut you out of something. Like somebody really just saw you as less than. And which I don't, sword energy can be very painful. Like if you think about sword energy cuts deep. It's not like a butter knife. It's not like a little scrape. You know how like you scrape your skin, or like, fall down and bruise your knee or something like that. It's a deep, deep cut. Like somebody really wanted to cut you out of something. And there was a lot of money involved. Somebody really wanted to cut you out of something because they saw you as less than. Like you weren't worthy of something. And they were trying to send you a message, a real strong message, that you were karmic. Like somebody wanted to send a message that you were really karmic. Like you were just, like you didn't deserve something. Two people wanted to send a message that you were not deserving of something, right? And they were being very, very shady about something, and very shady dealings about something. And so, yeah. So anyway, you're free. You're free. You're free. So what was it? Here we have the strength card. So you'll be praying for some people's strength at this point in a very meek way. Two karmics wanted to send a message that, see this number 8 right here? You're actually praying for their strength in a very meek way. You just let God fight your battles, really. Whoever these two energies, a man and a woman, they wanted to send a message that you weren't worthy of something, right? But they didn't get away with whatever it is that they thought they got away with in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's just that the scales from your eyes have been removed. Here's it. So Source will be letting you know who these energies are. I felt like there was some karmic couples. Whoever, it could have been groups of energies who just did not want you to be a part of something. So it could have been one couple, it could have been two couples. Whoever these energies were, they want you to be a part of something. So for whatever reason, and they were pretty shady about something, very low vibrational about something, saying you were a snake. I mean, made up all kinds of lies about you about something. So I don't know what was said. I don't know that it even matters at this point. Somebody will be bringing some information to you. I'm quite sure whatever it was pretty hurtful to whoever a loved one was. I'm sure it was pretty hurtful if it was shady. It's limited spiritual views about something. I'm quite sure it was pretty painful. So here we have the 7 of Cups here. But let's see what else we got going on here. If it was to somebody's child or to somebody's children, something was painful. Let me see. This card wanted to come out. It was this card here. Yeah. You know, like I said, it's pretty painful. It made them feel pretty low. It made them feel pretty low. They wanted to be a part of something. And it made them feel pretty worthless. So whatever was said, they wanted to be a part of something. They wanted to be accepted. So two people wanted to be accepted by something, some kind of an organization, and somebody already felt low as it was. They didn't realize that they had the key, that they were the key to, and this is where Venus comes in, because Venus is, even though it's the planet of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, and you can find Venus everywhere on planet Earth, sometimes people don't realize the door to the other side, what's on the other side. When people think the grass is greener on the other side, sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. It's like you think, going into somebody else's house is that their house is better than yours, or you think their life is better than yours, or you think, going to another job is better than the job where you are. Like, appreciate what you have. Being in somebody else's world is better than yours. Appreciate what you have. Somebody thought the grass was greener on the other side instead of appreciating what they had, with you. And I'm talking to you wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart. And so Source is saying to you, and then they realize, wow, they had to hear a lot of very hurtful things about you, and just like, wow, they didn't realize there was so much hate towards you. When they realized on the other side, that would literally be like, let's say you had kids with somebody and the other side of the family says so many hurtful things about you, then your own kids realize, wow, these people really don't know you. Like, now they start to realize why you don't go around, but it was coming from your family and maybe the other, like their other parent side of the family, and that's the reason why you don't deal with any of them, right? And it was just deep seated hurt, like, till they just felt like, good grief, these people sound like if they could take a sword and just take you up out of here, they would. That's how deep seated something was. And so it made somebody just feel like, and probably how it made you feel. So but somebody wanted to cut somebody out of something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Yeah. But I feel like some information is going to come to you. Some information is going to come to you. But somebody was actually paid to make you feel worthless. Somebody was actually paid to make you feel worthless. If they want to be a part of something, they were paid to make you feel. Two people were paid to make you feel just as worthless as they felt. So yeah, that's where an argument came from. That's what's coming to you. So if somebody was disrespectful to you, and just you wonder where an argument came from, like you could have been talking to somebody and you just wonder, where did an argument come from while you were thriving, and it just threw you completely off base. That's where it came from. Somebody was paid to make you feel worthless. But guess what? It didn't stop you, because guess what? Once you make up your mind to thrive, that's where you are. Yeah. Because you had already done the shadow work. As determined as people were to hurt you, yeah. As determined as somebody was to hurt you. Yeah, so you had already done the work. Yeah, you had already done the work. So you just went right on back to doing the work behind closed doors. So you just closed your door and went right on back to work. Yeah. So the devil was really just kind of sort of in the details of like who was behind it. That's really all it was. The devil was in the detail and who was chained to something. Somebody was trained to some kind of lust, and somebody was trying to make something all about them, and that's what it was. It was a Leo behind it. Somebody was trying to make something all about them, and whoever your loved one was, they just thought the grass was greener on the other side. But they're bringing something to you. They're bringing something back to you. Right, so that's the good news. It was never a contest. It was never a contest. If somebody didn't get away with whatever it was, but somebody made a very, very, something kept them real deep. What was said to them? about, you know, them sleeping together, whatever. It just cut them really, really deep. And so anyway, they surrender to their demons and you surrender to source. So you close the door and just let them they had to go through whatever cycle they needed to go through to figure out whatever they needed to figure out. You went through whatever cycle you need to go through, but you're definitely not going back to being connected to whatever organization they're connected to, and neither are they. So they're not going back to that either. So something is over. Something is over. They're not judging you. You're not judging them. So whatever this is, yeah, everybody's above the judgment. So, and the past is behind. Everybody is enlightened. So psychic abilities have come out. Somebody realize that you're a psychic. All right. So somebody realized you figured some things out. And they realize that you are a psychic, that you have psychic abilities. You figured they were in a karmic cycle. But yeah, somebody made something all about them. But you also know the organization, whoever this connection is, who they're with as well, who's behind it, or all of it. They were actually used by somebody from your past. They were actually used from somebody from your past. They're related to somebody who was from your past, who is obsessed with you. That's connected with an organization. So somebody from your past, love interest, somebody either you were married to, dated, they connected to an organization. So they had to use somebody. It's like somebody's obsessed with your family. Somebody's literally obsessed with your family. So it brought you and somebody to a place of doing the shadow work. And so yeah, you and somebody will be definitely talking, having a conversation, talking, maybe celebration, being very supportive of each other. But it brought somebody to light high priestess energy. And you'll see. It's a light high priestess energy. You'll see it for yourself. If somebody did not see that you're a light high priestess, did not see your light high priestess gifts until they had to see something for themselves. And that's how sometimes people don't see that you're a psychic. They don't see that you're highly spiritually gifted until they have to go through some dark moments themselves. And then they go, gosh, this person is so freaking on point. They so ahead of it that they just, sometimes people just don't see it until they have to go through the fire themselves. So yeah, here we have the Six of Wands. But yeah, like I said, you're winning. It's a double win for you, but it was never a competition, because it's never a competition when you answer the call on your life. It's never a competition. As a matter of fact, you're even more humbled, because who really wants to go through that much fire to find out, to answer the call on your life? It's really Source putting you through your life training so that you'll know that by the time you answer the call on your life, you're like, okay, whew, you've been going through training your whole life. So by the time you answer the call, you qualify. It's literally like, it's unlike when you go for a job interview and they're interviewing you for the job. By the time you answer the call in your life from Source, from the inside, you're talking about all the experience. They don't have to be your personal experience like you've gone through it. It could be your friends' experiences. It could be your colleagues' experiences. It could literally be family experiences. You don't have to name names. It could be people around you that experience. It could have been a car accident you saw down the street, and it could have been for you so traumatic. You didn't have to be in a car accident to witness like every little thing. You could have helped pull somebody out of a car, jaws of life, for real, and then you weren't even in a car. But the fact that you helped save somebody's life, you could talk about it so intimately, like you was there. You could have been in the hospital and saw somebody get wheeled in, and you weren't even on the stretcher. You could have been sitting in an emergency room and overheard a conversation or heard somebody's testimony. It wasn't even yours. So Source is saying, by the time you go through the fire and praying for people will think it's your story. People will think it's your story. And so that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like, even with readers, people assume that readers are talking about themselves. It's not always the case that readers are talking about themselves. It's so humbling that when people start talking about, comparing, that's when when, oh, well, they should have been doing it this way and they should have been that. You can always tell a person who hasn't done the shadow work because they so busy putting their energy towards competing, comparing, making something all about them. It's like they are being used by the devil instead of being used by source and operating in humility and just being a cheerful giver to source. It's like you don't even have time. You don't even have energy. You don't even have the energy. You don't even want to waste your energy on the competing, comparing, and all of that. So it just exposed who's running with who's on the dark side of things. That's all it exposes. Who's on the dark side of things. So yeah, and all of that was in hermit mode. All of it was exposed in hermit mode while using hermit mode. Yeah. So all of it's exposed while you're in hermit mode. You're able to be very detailed while you're in hermit mode. So you got big money coming across your path. So you got a job. Somebody has a job coming across their path while you're in hermit mode. So some kind of a new venture coming across your path because, again, just in straight up humility. That's why I don't need to talk about humility. If you have done the shadow work yourself, you're already operating in humility because the stuff you see, and if you've gone through dark stuff, the stuff you see, you almost don't even want to tell people because it could get so dark. It's like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. You need a minute for real. So that's why you inhale peace and exhale anxiety. It's like somebody tell you some stuff, you're just like, okay, you already saw it. You just need a minute. So here we have 9 of Cups. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Again, somebody's going to bring some stuff. They're going to bring you some information that you probably already saw in the spirit. So you already, like I said, hashtag winning. Willpower, action. Like I said, you just be at a crossroad. Just at a crossroad and just going to take the high road. Because you already felt some of the things that they've gone through. You already felt it, what they've gone through. There's a Temperance card here. You already felt the things that they've gone through, and you've already resolved some things in your spirit. Yeah, so you're just, again, praying for their strength. Yeah, you're just praying for, both of their strength. Here we have the 4 of Swords here. But you're also getting some rest. Yeah. You and somebody will be getting some rest. That's what a breakthrough is coming through. You and somebody will be getting some rest. Here we have Queen of Cups here. Yeah. You and somebody, your wishes are being fulfilled, but you and someone will finally be getting some rest. Finally be getting some rest. And 6 of Pentacles, and like I said, I do see your money growing. Yep. Somebody got paid to do something. Big money coming across your path. And so that's what I see. All right, let's close this out. Let's close this out. Yeah, you'll be praying for 2 people's strength. In a very meek way. And moving on. All right, remember who you are. I see wild and wonderful, but you carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. And then here we have wild and wonderful. Why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or methods. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every day. And let's see what else we got going on. Let go. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way in time and without agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed of will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. And perseverance, you have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere and raise the bar. So, when you set higher standards for the people and situations in your life, you create space for new levels of joy and abundance, rise above old patterns, and where there is hope. Don't believe that past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons. A hopeful heart never gives up. All right. Let me see what else is here. And yeah. All right. 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 Do 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 do. All right, fruits of labor. Rich gain is here. Helping hand. No one can handle it all. Major transformation here. Looking. Here we have wealth. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up with great work. We have flexibility here. Love life. Free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Surprise. We have partnerships coming. We have sweet success here. We have many choices. We have alchemy. So transform the situation here. Money matters. Invest your money wisely. And then love affair. So beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. And so power, you have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances, and gambling. And so excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. And you also have a guardian angel watching over you as well. So this is wonderful. All right. All right. All right. All right. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully this has been helpful, or whatever else you needed it to be. But this is what I have for you. Tuesday, the moon moves into Scorpio. And like I said before, that's where a lot of people are going to start thinking, like in terms of like maybe your past love mistakes that you may have spent, in love, and just thinking, okay, you need to kind of sort of detox from those things. And I mention that because Venus will still be retrograde. So that's where you want to start thinking, okay, you can detox from that, not focusing too much on regret, past love, because I'm looking at this Lovers card here, which is not always about lovers. Sometimes it's and I'm also looking at this too, like maybe who you may have been in a past romantic relationship with too. Just like sometimes you think about, okay, who you may have had kids with or whatever, just and who could have cheated on you, and you may feel like you made a like who may have been jealous of you, or who saw you as an enemy. I'm kind of sort of picking up for some of you all. Some of you all may have had somebody definitely crossed the line, like in terms of loved ones who may have crossed the line when it came to somebody that you may have had kids with. You could have been a friend or somebody who crossed the line with somebody you could have been married to. Yeah. And that's I'm seeing with the Judgment card, something is generational. Something kind of runs in the family here, where people just kind of sort of that's a line that some people just don't even think about crossing. It's almost like siblings who think that it's okay to flirt with if they think that their siblings have a better marriage or something, just weird, odd kind of stuff, like not cool at all. I hope that's not the case with someone's family, but or friends who think it's okay to date other friends, significant others and stuff like that. Just odd stuff that you think it's all of these people on planet Earth. Why would somebody cross that kind of a line, And but looking at your cards here, I definitely feel like it's something where source is helping you to kind of sort of clean house and cut ties with some energies, and just praying for in just a very meek way, just moving on and cutting ties with some karmics in your life that may have for years caused a bunch of confusion between maybe you and loved ones, just with their just chaos and confusion, and just continue to just further cause some mess going on. So yeah, some information is going to come to you. Some information is going to come to you. And like I said, but I feel like you're going to handle it in a very mature, very mature way. But these two energies definitely wanted to cut you out of some stuff for money. They were looking for some big money involved in stuff. Just lazy, just flat out. That's all I can say. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. But I see you're gonna have a breakthrough this week. Definitely gonna have a breakthrough this week, and just I see you continuing to thrive, and some partnerships coming across your path. And let me see. You're gonna have a helping hand coming across your path. You're gonna see fruits of your labor. You have a guardian angel. Wealth coming across your path. I mean, money. I mean, like I said, big surprise coming through. Good news, but somebody's gonna be giving you a lot of information. So just brace yourself. Brace yourself. Like I said, it does win to just be high vibrational. It wins. It pays off big time to be high vibrational. But somebody's gonna give you a lot of information. But these energies, they didn't get away with anything. Just keep your vibrations high, because some things are happening real fast. All right, bye.